I'm telling you, these film breakdowns are way better when we win. What is up, Finn fans? Breaking down the film of the Miami Dolphins taking on the Chicago Bears. Before we jump into the film breakdown, I'm going to give you some of my thoughts while looking at the film. Because we're not breaking down an hour worth of film because I will be here. This video will be about 4 hours long. So I kind of get, things that I thought were interesting or all that stuff. So we will look at the Durham Smythe 4th and 1. We will look at the block punt. We will look at the long Justin Fields run. We will look at the holding on the interceptions on top of some other plays, some big runs, some nice passes, all these things. But there's some things that I noticed, right? For one, again, while watching this game, the Chicago Bears were just short passing the crap out of the Miami Dolphins. They were 100% afraid of our pass rush. And I noticed it because there's going to be a play that I'm going to show you where they just kept short passing. Screen, short pass, tight end going out, running back going out. Very, very quick short passes because they were afraid of Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips coming off the edge going after Justin Fields. So a ton of short passes. I actually have a play that I'll show you where the Dolphins, they do it so much to the point where the Dolphins are prepared for it. The other thing I noticed, they essentially ran the Wildcat at some points. Justin Fields, I think, is going to be a very good quarterback in this league. But in this game, he essentially was a running back that could also throw. He ran for like over 150 yards, 170 yards, whatever it was. But they essentially, for a good chunk of this game, ran the Wildcat, where essentially Justin Fields just kept the ball and would run. And as soon as he felt the smallest iota of pressure, he would take off and run. So it did affect the Dolphins when it came to their ranking of rush defense, but the Dolphins shut down the Chicago Bears running backs. It was just Justin Fields on broken plays, taking off and getting 10, 15 yards at a time. Bradley Chubb, I will show you some plays where he got pressure, and his pressure did affect the Chicago Bears game, like I said, essentially forcing them to throw short pass after short pass after short pass. So those are some of the things I noticed. Tua was on. Yes, he missed a few passes, especially on 4th down. But that happens. Like I said in the midseason review, I could name every elite quarterback you can ever think of has missed these types of passes, but he was making passes that needed to be done. Especially this beautiful touchdown pass to Jalen Waddle while he's rolling out in motion. If he doesn't make the throw and put where it needs to be, it's not a touchdown, it's an interception. So I'm going to show that play as well. But I'm going to stop yapping my gums, flapping them around like I'm some type of talk show host, and we're going to get right into this film breakdown. This first play is going to be kind of showing Kader Kohou. And in my midseason review, I talked about Kader Kohou and how this guy is just, I really like the way he tackles in the open field. Here, this is going to be a screenplay. And I think this is Kader up here. These two guys are going to essentially try to block Kader. They're going to have some guys coming over to block, but two guys on Kader. He gets through the two blocks and makes the tackle. So I'm going to play it and we're going to watch it. A little motion here. Quick screen. Up comes Kader. Makes the tackle. Like, just ridiculous how good this undrafted free agent is. Right? Shoots up and just makes the tackle. We'll look at it from the other angle too. I got the other angle. And you'll see how he just gets through these two blockers. Right here. So normally it's a hat on a hat, and then he will probably, that might be a touchdown. There seems to be no one here. But Kader's just like, nah, I got this. I'm going to take him down on my own. It's just something I noticed that I wanted to point out because I'm really liking the addition of Kader Kohou. Like I heard that was Josh Boyer's biggest thing is he really wanted to bring Kader Kohou in. So I'll tip my cap to Josh Boyer for bringing us Kader Kohou because that's good pickup. This next play is now on offense. We held them to a field goal on that drive. This is just a dot, a complete and utter dot to Tyreek Hill from Tua Tagovailoa. I'll play it and then we'll look at it. Hill's in the slot. It's not even his first read. His first read's over here. And you just see where he puts that. He knows. At this point, he knows. I'm going to throw it. He's going to be running this in route. I'm going to throw it right now. And he's behind the defender. I'm going to throw it. Look when he throws it. He's completely covered. 45's like, I'm jumping that ball. No, you're not. No, you're not. I think I got the other angle on this one, too. But if you watch Tua's eyes, that's not his first read over here. His first read's over here. Then he comes back. He's like, oh, I got him. Boop. Just a beautiful throw. I'm telling you, Tua's. Fitzpatrick said it, and a lot of people took it as a knock from Fitzpatrick because he doesn't have elite arm strength. But Fitzpatrick said it. His accuracy, his anticipation are just top notch. This next play is a run play. And Brandon Shell kind of sells on this play. I'm going to play it and watch Brandon. If he makes his block, that's a huge gain. Possibly a touchdown. We still get a touchdown on the drive. But Brandon right here. We'll look at it from the other angle too. Right? So at this point, he's going to come up. He's going to make his block on this guy. Brandon's supposed to come up, make his block on this guy. He's going to get to the second level, make his block on this guy. You have a convoy here to allow Raheem Mostert to take it up the field potentially for a touchdown. But that's not what happens. He makes his block. He makes his block. He just lets him 45 run right past him. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I don't know what his thought process is there. You see this? You have three defenders. You have three, and they're in the perfect, formation. It's like an opposite formation. You got a triangle here, and you got a triangle here. They match up. They match up. Block your guy. Block your guy. Block your guy. And then go block your guy. And that's a touchdown. But what happens? Like, what was your thought process there? Again, we ended up scoring a touchdown anyway, so that's just nitpicky here. So this is something else I noticed. And you can disagree. You could say, I don't think so, Doug. I think you're just full of smoke. But this is something else I noticed. I don't know. And you can agree, disagree, comment below, let me know. I don't know if Tua is used to or has adjusted to Tyreek Hill's speed. And this play right here kind of shows me and is kind of a little bit of proof that maybe he hasn't adjusted to Tyreek Hill's speed quite yet. Again, it's only been 6 games that they've been playing together. I know they've practiced and everything, but I'm wondering if he hasn't. And I'm going to play it, and then I'll tell you why I think so. Because this is the pass interference play that got us the ball on the 1-yard line. Right? So when you watch that, you're like, he underthrew him. Like, what the flip are you talking about? And the reason I say that is because where Tua puts the ball in the end zone is perfect. You can't throw it too far because then it's going to be hard for Tyreek Hill to make the catch and still stay in bounds. He put it exactly where the ball was supposed to be thrown, but he threw it a little late, right? I feel like this is when the ball should have been released. You know what I'm saying? I think if he had the understanding and he had the familiarity with Tyreek Hill's speed, that ball would have been out right now. You know what I'm saying? Do you see? Then he throws it now because he has his man beat at this point, And look where the ball is. The ball, I'm going to give it a little drawing here, right? Here's the end zone. Ball was placed in the middle. You put it back here, it's going to be hard for him to get his feet in. He probably could, but it's going to be hard, and you throw it up here, it's really going to be underthrown and then possibly intercepted. You know what I'm saying? So he throws it where the ball's supposed to be thrown, but I think he threw it a little late. Boom. Like, this is when I think he should have thrown it. To the same spot. Same spot he threw it. Just throw it now. Maybe now. You know what I'm saying? But he, like, waits a little bit and allows the DB to come back. Now, honestly, that has nothing to do with arm strength because the ball gets there and it's in the perfect spot. I think he's just not used to Tyreek Hill's speed yet, and he hasn't been able to equate for it. I think it will get there, and I think we've seen it get there, especially the Ravens game where he got wide open on the sideline. He put that ball where it needed to be. But there's another play. I think I have the other play where, again, I think he underestimates how fast Tyreek Hill is. So, obviously, pass interference. We get the ball on the 1. Touchdown. Here is the play that I was talking to you guys about that I'm saying that they are constantly throwing short passes because of their fear of our pass rush. Because it's going to be another screen here, and you're going to have Melvin Ingram come up, and he's going to stop right here, and he's going to force Justin Fields, I almost said Jalen Phillips for some reason, to throw over him, and it's going to be incomplete pass. Because now the Dolphins are picking up on, they're not throwing it downfield because we're getting to them fast. So now they're just trying to throw short passes, and you'll see it here. They both stop. They both don't go after the quarterback. If they both go after the quarterback, this might be their new addition, Maloney. It's a one-on-one situation, right? He probably gets tackled by Javon Holland here. But by him jumping, he overthrows it. They pick up on the fact that, okay, we're consistently getting pressure on them. So they're throwing short passes. They don't full bull rush after him. They sit back and they force him to overthrow the ball. So again, that's something I noticed that I started picking up on. I'm like, oh, they're throwing short, quick passes. They're having Justin Fields running the ball like out of Wildcat. We're stopping their traditional run. That's where they went. That's where they won the game. And, well, not won the game. Obviously, we won the game. But that's where they stayed in the game. That's where they were scoring their points, was off of Justin Fields' legs and these short passes. And we'll get to the Cole Kmet touchdown because that really got him there. This play here shows why the Dolphins went after this man right here, number 2, Bradley Chubb. Because this is going to be a read option. It's going to be Justin Fields coming out. And it's also going to be the running back coming out. And essentially, Bradley Chubb has to decide, is he going after the quarterback or is he going after the running back? Essentially, what he decides is what Justin Fields does. So if he goes after Justin Fields, he's going to pitch it to the running back. I think this is Herbert. And if he goes after Herbert, Justin Fields is going to keep it. So it puts a big strain on Bradley Chubb. And Bradley Chubb plays it perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. And this is why we spent money on him. And this is why we traded for him. The speed. He got nothing. Maybe a yard. But with these refs, they gave him 2. But he plays it perfectly. He goes after Fields. Fields makes the right read, right? Okay, he's going after me. I'm going to pitch it to the running back. And Bradley Chubb's like, I'm fast, man. I'm also going to go after the running back. He played both options. He went after the quarterback and the quarterback pitched it, and he went right after the running back. He played both options perfectly. This is the first down touchdown. And this is the play this is what I want to talk about with Cole Kmet. This is his touchdown play here. We're going to watch it, and I'll tell you who's at fault for this. But the Dolphins kind of bite hard on the run here. You see a little bit of motion here, play action, right? Cole Kmet wide open. Touchdown. Great play by the Chicago Bears, right? You got to give them credit on a great play there. going after the run here, that's his responsibility. I can't really tell who that is by their number because it's all blown out. Jalen Phillips does the best he can to get after him, but that's on him. He should have followed him. Right? He just let him go. Just let him go. And then he has all this, and this is how he gets the touchdown. He's supposed to follow him. He does a good job of rushing him out and making him force the throw. If he follows him, there's a possibility this throw doesn't get off. This is first down anyway, so they would have got another down. But that's on him. That's on this guy right here. It might be Byron. Not Byron. It might be Noah. So it looks like a single-digit number. No, that's on Javon Holland. That's Javon Holland. I don't know why he just let him go by. But he's got to stick with him. Again, we won. So I'm just pointing things out. This is a second down play. And again, it's another beautiful pass from Tua Tagovailoa. I'll play it, and then we'll break it down and talk about it. A little motion there from Alec Ingold. Dropping back. Boop. Now, with this one, I probably would have let him a little bit more. A little motion here. You got Tyreek. See, but he equates, and I understand why he throws it the way he does it. Obviously, he knows more than I do because I'm not an NFL quarterback. When he throws it, right here is when he throws it, you see the defender. So if he puts that ball down here where we all want it to lead him upfield, the defender's there. So he has to kind of throw it back because the defender was moving in on him. Because at first when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, if you could have only threw it here. But you got to understand, when he throws the ball, that's what you got to look at. When he throws the ball, the defender's here. So the defender very easily could have made the play on the ball. So he back shouldered it. Boop. Good play. Love the throw. Here is the block punt. And the star of the block punt is Jalen Phillips. Number 24 here did not get the memo that you need to block Jalen Phillips. Because he doesn't. Well, he tries to. But Jalen Phillips does a very fantastic swim move and just gets around 24. Just watch this. Like, and AVG, of course, is going to scoop and score because that's what AVG always does. But like 24, what were you thinking here? I think that's Herbert. Like, what was your intention here? Go for his knees? Because look at back. Like, you know how with when you're defending Tyreek Hill and he runs by you, and like I said, it's an oh shit moment. That face right here. This face right here. This right here is a prime example of an oh shit moment. He's like, damn it. I think I just gave up 7 points. Yeah, you did. You just gave up 7 points. At this point, it's 21-10 too. Oh, we had such a lead, such a huge lead. This play here again shows why we went after Bradley Chubb, why we traded for him, why we gave him the contract he did. Right here, his pressure and the pressure he puts, he's going to push this tackle into Justin Fields, and he does it so quick that Justin Fields is forced to drop the ball off at the running back. I'm going to play it, and you're going to see. Watch Bradley Chubb right there. See? Forces him to quickly get the ball off because Bradley Chubb gets right in there. He holds that ball for 1 more second. There's also hands to the face here. Ref. Look, they're holding hands. They're dancing. Ain't that nice? Hands to the face. But he holds that ball for 1 more second. Like, you can't even, he can't even try and see if anyone's going to get open downfield. He had this option. He had this option. These guys weren't even ready to run their routes. and he had to get rid of the ball. Bradley Chubb's right in his face. They're all short routes. All those routes that you just saw were under 5 yards. Well, hands to the face, not called. He literally choked him. But if he did not get rid of that ball, it was going to be bad for him. Here's going to be a play where Xavier Howard, he's just not been playing like himself. This is the touchdown that he gives up. Like he did. Xavier Howard used to be very good in man coverage. But he just plays too far off here. And then he's chasing. As soon as he cuts the inside, he's chasing him. It's a good throw, but you guys know I'm a huge Xavier Howard fan. If this was Xavier Howard about 4 years ago, this is intercepted. He's catching up to that, turning his head, and he's picking that ball off. I don't know. He's just not the same. Doesn't look like he's the same. This is another pass to Tyreek Hill. It's just the man was on. He had 100 and something yards in this day. He's just on. He's in motion here. This is another play where I kind of feel like Tua doesn't equate for his speed quite yet. He throws it at the right time. I think he just put too much air under it. Because he throws it here. He throws it at the right time. I think he just put too much air under it. Because if Tyreek doesn't have to slow down, that's a touchdown. Do we get a touchdown on this drive? No. This is a field goal here. Missed field goal, which we're going to look at for the first time in all of my film breakdowns. We're going to look at a missed field goal. Throws it at the right time. He just puts too much air under it. A little grabby there. Looks like a little past 5 yards. We got the first down. It don't matter. Yeah, I think he just put a little too much air under it. I think if he doesn't sail it so much, he doesn't put too much air under it, that's a touchdown. This is a drop from Raheem Mostert. Broke my heart. I love Raheem. He's doing so well on the Dolphins, and this just broke my heart. This is a second down. And I just really wish everyone's covered, right? Tua's making the right decision. Everyone's covered. So he drops it off. Look at this. Would you look at this? This is second down. And he's got a blocker to potentially come up and block his guy, and he has all of this room. Worst case, he gets the first down here. All of this room to move up. And he throws it perfect. Tua throws it perfectly. Normally it's like behind you. You got to make a stupid catch or something. He puts that ball out in front of him so he can catch it and keep running. Like, look at this. Look at all this room he's got. He's definitely going to get the first down here. And he drops it. Yep. We're going to look at a missed field goal here. What I want you to do, right? The wind is blowing this way. That line, side note, this isn't a software where it follows lines perfectly. I have to do that by hand. And I follow that line, on the yard line, perfectly. The wind's blowing this way. You'll even see this goalpost start to wobble back and forth. And you'll see the flags. The flags are going this way. He kicks it this way. I don't understand why he didn't kick it this way. Worst case, the wind will take it and put it probably over here instead of over here. Again, I'm not a special teams coach, but this is just my assessment, knowing physics. Look at the field goal post moving. See the flags? See the flag? This one's going like this. And this one's going like this. I don't know what his thought process was to kick it over here. Aim here. And screw it, aim here. You're going to probably get it over here. But he aimed here. And so the ball went over here because look at the flags. It made no sense to me. No sense. Again, we won, but I didn't know where the thought process in Sanders' head was. Beautiful. I'm loving the addition of Jeff Wilson. This run here is great blocking, and I just love the power and the anger behind Jeff Wilson's runs. Look at this lane, right? You see it, right? You see a nice little whoop. And you see this nice lane right here. Jeff Wilson sees it. He's going to do a shortcut. He's going to hit that lane. It's beautiful. And I like that he like fights through it at the end. Beautiful. It's not the... I think I have another Jeff Wilson run. But if I don't, go back and just watch his runs from this game. He runs through people. He runs very, very hard. This is the touchdown of Jalen Waddle. I'm just going to play this. Because this play is just... It's just the quintessential Tua. You know, roll out to his left. Play action here. Rolling out to his left. Jalen Waddle's wide open. Boom. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Jalen Waddle's down here. He's going to be running a crossing route. Boop. To a season at this point. He's splitting the safeties. It's cover two. Sees him. You know for a fact he sees him. He's going to throw it to him. But he comes up. Boom. Look at these flags. I can't. Just a dot. Like I said in the previous film breakdown, that's just Tua. That's the things that Tua did really well his rookie year. Is you rolled him out to his left, and he was just hitting people with such accuracy. And then for some reason last year, he was struggling to connect on those. But he didn't at that time. This is the touchdown run. It's third down here. This is the touchdown run. Now, obviously, we're looking at it from this angle because I want to point something out here. Dropping back, looking. He's like, I don't see anything. I feel the pressure here. And a little bit of grabbing on the back of his head here. A little grabbing on the outside of the shoulder pads here. But this is what I want you guys to notice. This is the second time, right? When I showed you the pressure play where Bradley Chubb got pressure on Justin Fields and he forced him to drop the ball off to the running back, I pointed out something here. I'm pointing out right here too. If it's not holding, that's hands to the face. He's literally choking him. But we get no flag here. It's literally has his hand around his neck. Because I was like, I could have when I watched it live, I'm like, he's definitely holding him. And he was. This ref was like, I don't see nothing. Holding there. What do you see? Because you're looking right the flip at him, holding him right here. No? Nothing? I'm not going to throw the flag there? All right, cool. And then bad tackle. So I don't want to hear Chicago Bear fans talk about the non-pass interference on the last play. Save it. Because the refs are horrible in all the NFL games on Sunday. I don't want to hear any part of it at all. This is the fourth down play to Mike Gesicki. And here I thought it was a bad pass, but there's some contact. There's some grabbing from the guy covering Gesicki here. Right? Because Tua's ready to throw it. He knows I got my man. There's the contact. Again, it's within 5 yards, so this is legal. But that's what threw it off. Was that contact there? I'll show you from another angle. A little grabby there. But that's where that came from. This is the Xavier Howard interception that was called holding on Xavier Howard. The other angle shows the back. It just shows this. It doesn't show Xavier Howard here. And again, it's blown out up here. But if you look here, they're saying that's holding. That's not holding. And again, I wish we could get a better look at it and look closer at it. But he spins to get away from him. Spins to get away and then goes up. That's not holding. And no, again, I wish we could see a clear picture, because watching the live coverage and then watching the replay of this, Xavier Howard's hands aren't even on him. He spins around Xavier Howard. He's not touching him. Xavier Howard doesn't touch him. He spins around them. And X comes up and picks the ball off. We should have had that ball there. Because on this drive, they marched down the field, they score a touchdown. We should have had that ball there. That should have been our ball. And that would have completely changed the game. Because we're right here. We definitely would have scored again. And they wouldn't have gotten to 32. It would have been 35-32. It still would have been 35-25? 35-25. Bad call. So again, I don't want to hear it. This is the Durham Smythe play. And I looked at it. Some wanted to talk about that Smythe, and I even thought, I'm like, Smythe, why did he look away? And we'll look at it from another angle. This angle's crap. And I was like, why did he look away when I watched that live? Because if you look, he's looking at Tua. Tua sees him. I'm going to throw it to you. Okay. And it's just a bad throw. Because he looks away. This is what I saw. See him look away? I'm like, where you go? What are you looking at? It's a bad throw. He throws that properly, it's a touchdown. And again, it happens. Name any elite quarterback in the NFL. It happens. But he makes this throw, it's a touchdown. Because he'll run through him. It's just, he didn't make the throw. That's all. That's what I got for you for the film breakdown. We won. On to Cleveland. I'm now officially done with Chicago. We're on to Cleveland Browns, home for the next 3 weeks. We have a bye in between. So hopefully we can get rest up. Hopefully our guys come back healthy and we go on this tear. So on to Cleveland, picks tomorrow, and then we got preview, and we got the game 1:00. So it's gonna be real fun. But other than that, like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins out.